I'm Elisabeth Larkam with Balanced Body Pilates. When I was working at St. Francis Memorial Hospital in dance and sports medicine, I realized that I needed to have some education beyond my Pilates training. And so I became a Feldenkrais practitioner. And inspired by awareness through movement lessons, I was able to bring some new material to our patients. This single finger lat pull uses the lightest springs on the bar. Have your little finger, your smallest finger, the fifth one, hooked over the front edge of the trapeze bar. And draw your shoulder blade down. As you do so, turn on the rotator discs, turning away, and then turn on the rotator discs, turning towards. Now give each finger an individual turn. This will help to ensure that your upper trapezius will be filtered out and you can focus on the lower trapezius and the scapular depressors. Give each finger a turn by itself, and then as your client progresses, you can change to have your hand in the middle of the bar and eventually your hand all the way back if the range of motion in the shoulder joint allows. You can either turn towards the bar as you pull down and turn away as you go up, or turn away as the bar goes up and turn towards as you come down. A rather elegant form of neuroflossing. Now, many of our patients, our clients, need to have different environments in which to experience their breathing, supportive, quiet environments for their breathing. And here is some material drawn from a Feldenkrais awareness through movement lesson. I'm just going to move this box out of the way and change up the springs to blue springs. So in this material, this movement sequence, there's an opportunity to experience the continuous flow of motion from the sole of the foot across the back, through the shoulder blade and out through the hand, with the rotation motion of the torso, a rolling motion. Inhale to shrug the shoulder up towards the ear. Exhale to slide the shoulder towards the opposite PSIS. Now you'll note, as I change to the new side, you'll note that right now we have the push-through bar at the middle notch. When I teach this exercise to clients that have some shoulder impingement, I always make sure to lower the trapeze bar to the lowest notch on the upright. On the inhalation, press the sole of the standing foot, roll towards the hand, the arm that's on the bar. Exhale to return. Push, inhale, shoulder glides up. Exhale to return. This movement, inspired by an awareness through movement lesson from Moshe Feldenkrais, continues the giving the client a supportive environment in which to experience their breathing with the rolling motion of the torso. So you can see that we've equipped the push-through bar with some carabiners and handles to enable this arm to rotate. Push with the sole of the bent knee foot into the trapeze table bar. On the inhalation, roll to your side, aiming your knee directly forward towards the end of the table. So actually this knee aims up towards the ceiling, and the pelvis turns around the head of the femur. This arm is internally rotating. As the shoulder girdle comes back to the table, it externally rotates. Push with the sole of the foot. Turn the pelvis around the femur head. Inhaling wide to the sides of the ribs, wide to the back of the lungs, and exhale to come down. Now that similar movement theme shows up in another movement seated at the end of the table. Continuing the sequence of movements around the trapeze table, movement sequences that are inspired by Feldenkrais awareness through movement lessons. Here you are seated at the end of the table with the carabiners and the handles attached to the end of the trapeze bar. This bar has sufficient spring so it will pull up and rotate the pelvis, rotate the spine, rotate to look over your shoulder to see the sole of the foot behind you, internally rotating the lifted arm. On the exhalation, sit the sitting bone down, turn the pelvis, turn the ribs, shoulder down, and your arm externally rotates to look over your shoulder. Inhale, the motion spirals from the pelvis out through the top of the head. Exhale to return. And on the other side, inhale to turn. You can add a side bending as well. It's as if the top of your head could be cradled by the sole of your foot. Exhale to return. Pelvis, ribs, shoulders, neck, head, and eyes. And there you have it. A few movements that you can use for your therapeutics on the trapeze table. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye now.